But we're back with another current events. We told you we'd bring you a guest. We couldn't bring you a guest. So you're back with the boys. You're back in the bedroom.
Bedroom bullies.
Bedroom bullies. I'm your host.
Sunday morning.
Co-host is here. And we got MJ Skrilla behind the camera. And we're just going to take you through some of the... there's actually been a lot that's gone on. And there was a lot that's gone on that we didn't even touch on last week, to be fair. Like 6ix9ine. Well, 6ix9ine happened last week, didn't he, when he got beat up?
Yeah.
6ix9ine?
He got bashed up in the gym. We'll talk about it. Did you not see that?
Nah.
We'll talk about it in a minute. So there's been a lot. I've got quite a few things written down. So yeah, we're gonna head on with the current events, and we hope you people enjoy it.
We don't want to bore you.
We don't want to bore you,
because if he's talking about banks, it's gonna bore you.
Quick, compact, and we're rolling through them.
I got a couple I want to start with.
Obviously,
not rants, but there might be rants.
We'll talk about Linus's comeback quick. Frankie fought.
I think we need to big them all up, man.
Yeah,
the whole pool of fighters from Luton, because I don't think we appreciate actually how good these guys are. Like Linus coming off the win, Frankie coming off the win, Tysie and Jordan got fight coming up. You got Sam. Hopefully he has a fight coming up. Like I was just deep in it yesterday at Frankie's fight, thinking, mate, there's talent here, man. We got some good boxers coming out of Luton. Like, and I think everyone's going to be at a good level you haven't seen.
They're all very early.
Yeah,
they're all
you haven't seen
really early, aren't they?
I think within the next few years you'll be seeing a lot of title fights coming.
Yeah,
I think so. 100%.
Well, you got Tysie having a title fight in April, Commonwealth. So should be the first.
So, girl from Luton, you know.
I know, but they put something up the other day. It was mad that she's about to fight for a Commonwealth title, and she's got no sponsors from out of Luton.
Yeah, from none. Companies in Luton. Yeah.
None, no sponsors from out of Luton. How mad is that? She's about to fight. She's going to be the first female to win a title in Luton, hopefully, and she's got no sponsors going into a title fight. So then,
if you've got any sponsors out there, you need to start fucking following the people,
backing the people,
yeah. Following Tysie, looking at people's journeys. But then again, it's like maybe like she might not be so outward and getting sponsors. Where you see like
still shouldn't matter.
I don't think it should. But I think
when you're on a Commonwealth title fight, you should definitely have your town behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
No, 100%.
Then it begs.
But maybe if she wins this will be like, oh right, Tysie's Commonwealth champion.
Yeah, but then it makes me think like they're just jumping on because she's popping, which happens.
But I feel like you can't complain.
Oh no, you're never gonna complain. You're never gonna complain about it. But I mean, like, you'd think that the town, it's a small town, everyone knows everyone. You'd think she would have sponsors.
Yeah, no, but I think what you're saying is a little bit like, it's like not everyone is. I feel like you have to still sell yourself.
You do have to sell yourself.
She's doing great and everything like that. Yeah, you thinking from a logical standpoint. Yeah, everyone should be actually like getting behind people. But that's just not how human beings work, is it? Like, look at Jordan. Like, he's literally sold himself. He's good at selling himself, though. If you actually look at it, like, look at all his sponsors. He's good at like coming out there. Reynolds, he's does the little one.
Built his character.
Yeah, he's built that character where people are like, yeah, we actually love this guy. We're investing in it. Where some of the other people were a little bit more reserved
timid,
on social media. Like, you've got to be someone to be on social media. Man. It's not an easy craft. You got to be a character. It's kind of hard.
Nah, I agree. I do agree. But yeah, just like you'd like to think though, the town would have been like.
Yeah, you'd like to see more people.
You'd like to see more people, like to have none, zero.
A female boxer in Luton that's going to go on to do big things.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm surprised that Luton Town don't do more with them all.
Like this is what we said. I'm surprised that they don't. Yeah, they don't. There's not some sort of.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't understand.
There should be
funding or something.
There should be like some sort of like talent athlete thing that the government or our council can do for them as well. Like there should be something.
They don't push them more into the light to the light. Maybe shedding more light onto them, shining like a bulb on them a little bit more. Like these are like
you don't even see write-outs about them or anything.
Do you know what would have been nice if like the council would have invited them down to like the day when King Charles come and to like meet him. Yeah. Like stuff like that, just get them out there, like get them promoted, get them in the limelight in photos and stuff.
Because the council's not really like that.
The council's not good in Luton. The council's not good in Luton for a town where so much is going on and how, like we were saying yesterday, it's not really a town, it's a city. 3 train stations, an airport, like it's a city. So they do not get behind you at all. They don't get behind you at all. You're just proving it. She's got no sponsors. She's got no sponsors. Like, not one. What is there? No women's companies out there that are like, right, this is a woman doing well, pushing herself. Like, I think we should get behind her. Like, let's sponsor her.
But then again, like you said, it might be to the fact that they just don't know.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. But they don't know. But then on the other hand, you go, they don't know, and it's like, well, there's Luton Town papers. There's the Luton Town thingy. How do people not know about all these people still? Like, because they don't write up about them. They don't care about that stuff. They'd rather report there was a stabbing in Lucy Farm. There was a stabbing in Marsh Farm. Someone got shot in this area. They're not writing about all the people doing good things.
It's actually pretty
mad. Like Luton Today, you've got a Luton Today.
It's not like they're that hard to find. I was like, there is probably still more Luton people out there, like other than boxers that don't get the light.
Yeah, loads.
That we don't even know yet.
Yeah,
that ain't been on the podcast. So hopefully we do get to find out who they are and we can have the conversation.
I'm not even like directing it just towards boxers. Everyone.
No. I just thought.
They're not. There's nothing.
You never see like an event or something like that. Maybe that's food for thought.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe that's food for thought for something. Because it should be, the light should be shone. Luton needs that.
Let's get a networking event going.
Luton needs that. Like,
hosted by the Curious Eugene. That's the first step to the
Roberto said that to me, to be fair. He did.
Luton does need that, though.
It does. Luton does need that. But we need that. We need sponsors.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love sponsors. I'd love to promote other local-based companies in the area, like, and be a partnership with them. Not even a sponsor, like partnerships with them, and say, like, put their brand about the room, put their brand on the YouTube content, put their brand on this, because I'm helping them get there. They might not be social media heavy because, like you said, their area is not social media. So let us deal with the social media side, make you ads, make you this, and you help us with other things. Like, it's about building, and you'd rather it be in the local community.
Yeah. Like,
then outside.
Well, we started this pod in the community. So we'd like to build it in the community, out the community, so then we can venture more out and then we can do more things.
And go from there. But yeah, no, it is a shame because there's so many good things coming up. So hopefully she does get sponsored. Obviously, Frankie's probably going to be on that card now, it's sounding like, on April the 14th. Yeah. So it's going to be Jordan, Frankie and Tysie. So it is going to be, there's going to be, that's a big day.
That's Luton.
That is Luton.
You want to get your tickets.
Yeah, you do want to get your tickets.
That's Luton right there.
That's going to be like York Hall's taken over.
Yeah.
By Luton.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Like 500 to 1,000 people.
Because you know a lot of people are seeing that. Like,
listen, you got Tysie, Jordan, and Frankie. That's a lot of people all down York Hall, and knowing that all three of them are on that card,
you get free for the price of one.
People are paying.
The boys yoked.
Yeah. You get free for the price of one.
Free for the price of one.
Yeah.
I'm getting my ticket.
I'm getting my money. You're getting your money's worth. You're getting your money's worth.
It's quite cheap for the normal price we've been paying, isn't it? Like, it's 40 quid, isn't it, for the mate?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's got 40, 60 and 100. But 100 will probably be ringside, but mate, they're all like decent prices.
Yeah.
The thing is, I like actually sitting at the top.
Same. No, in York Hall it's alright because you're quite close.
Yeah.
Still to the ring.
The 60 tickets will probably be the ones like behind in that area, where they have the chairs now.
That's not worth it.
You're actually, if you go to York Hall,
but I think people aren't paying for the. I don't think people pay for the. I don't think they think, oh, that's a good seat, the 61. I think they just pay the 60 because it goes towards the fighter.
Oh yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're looking at it from a seating point of view. I think people just pay the 61 to say like, oh, I'm helping out, my mate's getting more money. Your boy is trying to be the cheapskate. He's trying to think about his pockets in this recession.
We're in tight times, man. I'm penny pinching.
And if you are penny pinching, this is the perfect card to go watch because you're getting 3 big dogs for the price of one.
Yeah,
title
fights
for
the price of one.
I'm sure
6 rounders.
I'm sure there'll be like a coach or something for.
A coach,
well.
100% there will be. I'm definitely getting a train.
People, if you go to York Hall,
because it's not that far on the train, it's pretty close.
Yeah, but it's not even that far. And then you hit up their little Italian after.
Everyone to the Italian.
Everyone
before.
To
be fair, they will run out.
That pizza though.
They will run out of pizza though. They're a local based Italian. They will run out of pizza though.
Oh man.
But and obviously Linus made his comeback as well yesterday. Hadn't fought in since the Denzel Bentley loss, so he's back. He's firing. He's
The
looking to
Nigerian
go all the way.
powerhouse.
It was sad we couldn't go see him really because it kind of the days clashed, and then Frankie's event didn't start till 7 in the end. So I think Linus's one might have been on by like 8, half 8. So everything was a bit too crammed in time. But next time we go get it and we fly the flag for the Nigerian.
Next time 100% we're going to fly the flag for the Nigeria.
Yeah, no,
100%. Get that Niger flag. We'll fly it high.
I'll walk him out with the Niger flag. But we'll come off the old boxing. We will touch on football as well quickly, just because Harry Kane broke the English record, didn't he?
Yeah.
Harry Kane's now England's top goal scorer. If I'm honest, I didn't think Lispy. I'd give him his round of applause. I didn't think Lispy would be the one. He said in like his interview, he goes, "You dream of these things when you're a kid," and it's like, does anyone actually ever dream of like being England's top goal scorer though?
Only if you're a goal scorer.
I don't know.
Do you reckon?
You dream of winning the World Cup?
I think you dream of winning the World Cup and that, but do you ever sit there like, I want to be England's top goal scorer?
Unless you're a goal scorer.
Yeah, but I still don't.
Does anyone dream of that?
Don't know.
I don't know.
I respect it. I'm not even knocking it.
Yeah, but
he's sitting there not doing nothing.
If he was bagging in goals like from young, and he's like, "Yo, I'm a baller," like that could have been like
maybe.
A goal.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't bag
go.
goals. So I don't even play football.
but yeah, he scored. He needs a move, man. Really, if he does want to win some trophies.
You see, he's happy with being top goal scorer, man. I don't know if he's gonna move.
True, he might just like it being all about him.
But
it's
being the man. 54.
Where would you move him to?
81 appearances.
Man United's the only real team, a contender. If you look at the way he plays, and you look at the way Man United play, and you look at the way Wout Weghorst has fitted into the team, he's not a good finisher. He's not going to score you many goals, but he fits in. He kind of Harry Kane plays similar. Harry Kane's just a lot better. Holds the ball up, his distribution's brilliant, but he will score you 20 goals a season. 20 plus goals, 30 goals, all comps 30.
Yeah.
And England play today.
Yeah, against the Ukraine.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this?
Like the Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, why are you? Well, not even for Marcus. Not for like. Did he drop out, Marcus Rashford?
Yeah,
he didn't go.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe not. Man United as such, but like the Arsenal players, especially, like they're on for a league title.
I'd be out,
and they're going on international when it's like 2 years away from the Euros. So if you don't play these qualifiers, it's not like it's going to count towards you playing in the Euros. It ain't. And you're about to win a title. I would be like, nah, I'm probably going to give it a miss.
Yeah, realistically, come on.
If I'm some of them Arsenal players, like Saka and that play week in, week out.
It's only Saka that really went though, isn't it?
Is it? But not for the other teams. Like Martinelli and that all went to Brazil.
Yeah,
I think Partey went to Ghana. It's like, I'd be like, to Partey, mate, you best be staying here, brother. I ain't trying to make you catch no more charges.
They sent the physio out with them.
Your man's been going out there moving loose.
They sent an Arsenal representative out there with him.
That's what I'm saying.
The physio.
It's a waste of money. They should have just kept it with
an eye on him.
To go Partey. What, to keep an eye on him for what? I
don't know. Well, he's been being questioned last week, wasn't he, again?
For chicks?
Earlier this week. Yeah, he was not arrested, but he was in police custody, getting asked questions again this week.
So what, the representative went out there to stop him from like moving loose? Or stop it? What about football? Was it football related?
It meant to be an injury, but people on Twitter were saying that he's getting sent out there to baby watch him, basically.
That's how you know that man just loose with it. That's nuts, man.
High T levels.
But yeah, I think
high T levels.
But and another thing I was saying as well, this is what I was saying, I think that they should carry on playing the league. And I'm a big advocate in that. I do not think football should be stopped for international break. And I think if they didn't,
mad for like you're stopping football for like the minority.
Yeah. Well, in the Premier League, it's the majority, but it's not the majority.
Yeah, I mean, for like the other leagues.
Yeah, like
now,
the Championship and that. The Championship and that
like,
shouldn't be stopping. Championship should not be stopping.
I agreed with, well, especially the Championship, but with the Premier League, it's kind of difficult though, isn't it? It's like,
but I think that's why you have an under-21s. That's why you have reserve players.
But then when you use that, so say or like you said, Arsenal right now are going for the league. They've gone to international duty. The players won't go for international duty. And two, if they did, teams like, I don't know, like Southampton, they're going to come in. They haven't got hardly anyone in international break.
Yeah.
So they'll just come and beat Arsenal, and that could be their season.
Yeah, but that's where that's I'm
dog eat dog
dog eat
world,
dog.
isn't it?
Like I'm kind of for that because I don't think you should just stop football for 2 weeks because internationals are on. Like that's down to the players then to say, oh, these aren't actually important games. These are important games. I'm actually just going to stay and play with the club.
I think most of them prefer playing for their country than they do.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
English players?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like they wouldn't be like, I'm going to turn down. Like I think Marcus Rashford genuinely might have had an injury for a while and just not gone, but
straight iron.
Yeah, but I don't know why they think like that. I don't know why they think like that because at the end of the day,
it's a nothing
it's
game.
It's a nothing game and it's dog eat dog world. To Gareth Southgate only with a select few people, he ain't going to be thinking.
They were realistically as a manager, I'd be saying to the guys like, listen, you could either win the Premier League
Well, Ferguson
and narrow it down,
Ferguson used to do
or
that.
you go do this. It's like
I'm not being funny. You're going to play like Ukraine and that. Like it's just pointless. And now they're bringing in more competitions and more so it's the Euros qualifiers now, which I can understand it a bit more for qualifiers, fair enough. But when they break it up for like the Nations League, that's a friendly competition, and you've just stopped the Premier League for that. I think you should carry on the Premier League.
They should make the Nation League as in like they should incorporate it into being qualifiers for the Euros.
Yeah,
to make it two like in one. Like people actually want to win the Nations League, and two they actually want to like qualify for the Euros.
I'm sure you do qualify if you win it.
I'm not sure.
I'm sure you do get something if you win it. You do. There's something that happens, but I just think it's such a pointless for that. You've just stopped the league for that. Then players should be like, I ain't going to play the Nations League.
Rugby don't do it, do they?
No,
They,
rugby.
in Six Nations, all the teams carry on playing, and if you're not selected for your country,
This
you
is
go
what
back
I'm
and play
saying.
for your.
Yeah, but
So why are we trying to fix? Like they do it in other sports, and there's no issue. But for some reason in football, we have to do everything like VAR. Rugby use VAR and they've used it for years and it is perfect. Brilliant. Perfect. Football do it and they're like, well, we need to draw these
I tell you
lines,
why,
we
there's
need to
too
do
much
these.
money in football.
Yeah,
Money's ruined football. It's
Also-
ruined the game of football, everything about it. But anyway, let's just
Also, another thing with the VAR is I think in football, I think the referees are too scared to come out when they've made a mistake.
Yeah.
Whereas like in rugby, you genuinely hear the video assistant referee that's sitting up in a box.
Yeah, but rugby
and
reminds
they're talking
me-
together and they're talking you through why they've made that decision. Then everyone knows in the ground because everyone in the ground's watching the screen of the actual thing they're watching. It's not just on a little
Box.
Yeah, but like rugby to me is like gentlemen, where
No, it is.
football's like weasels.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
not
true. The refs are a lot
disrespect.
more
Like
respected.
it's more manly. Like rugby is like, okay, we fucked up, made a mistake. Football's just like it's loads of little fucking bitches. Even when he's playing like Sunday football and that, you got little. It's like men gossiping. It's like little tit for tats.
Handbags. as we call it, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Move on. Oh well, but that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Next, I've got a
Country
gripe
light.
to touch on. The daylight saving, the hour. Why do we need it? Why do we need it? I don't even want it. Why did it happen today?
We don't actually. I think it's proven we don't actually need it.
I think it was for farmers.
It was, but we don't. With
Like-
technology, they don't actually need the daylight saving.
Like it's
anymore.
so pointless. Like you're setting me back an hour. You're putting me forward an hour. I just don't want it. I just want normality. I'm waking up today like thinking I'm on time. I'm not on time. Like it's long. You know. You hear
I
me?
think people don't. We don't need it though. I've heard a few people moan about it.
It's
today.
pissed me off today because I was going to work. It just pissed me off. Just annoyed me.
But then if you set an alarm, you would have been. it
I
would
know,
have
but
gone
I just
off at
felt
normal time.
knackered.
Yeah, yeah, you're going to be
Like, I was just
tired.
like-
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like, what's the point? Like, just
They
keep
don't do
to
it in
what you
Dubai,
keep
do
it.
they? And he, I'm sure Cal said
They
they
don't
don't
keep
do it
doing
in
all
Dubai.
places
No,
in
they don't.
America.
We
either,
go
really.
No, they don't.
4
Half
hours
of
to
America
3
don't
hours,
do
yeah.
it either. But yeah, we don't actually need it. I'm not a fan.
I ain't a fan of it. innit? I think it
don't mind
really hit
I
me
don't
today,
mind when
man. It
goes
really
back.
hit me today.
I don't mind it when it goes back though.
Yeah, when it goes
you gain the hour. I don't
yeah,
mind
today
it
it hit me,
does that.
man. Today it was just like I was just
Yeah, the
like
extra in the clue.
Yeah.
I was just like it's
Yeah.
so pointless, isn't it? It was just so pointless.
Nah, it's pointless.
But
6ix9ine getting rushed. You're
I
saying
ain't-
you haven't even
I
seen
ain't
it.
seen it, no.
Mate, he went into like a gym,
a public
a
gym.
public gym, and he was training in a public gym. And there's
In
like
LA as well, wasn't it?
CCTV footage of like someone's obviously told people he's there, and these 2-3 geezers like come in. They don't even like check their gym passes. They're trying to just walk in, and then they just like battered him in the toilet, didn't they? In the change room.
Much, yeah.
Or did they take him in the change room? They just find him in the change room and beat him up there.
I'm not sure.
What, he didn't have no security?
I don't. Yeah, I just see video. No security. They weren't no security. There weren't no security there, and they were just like.
You think it was a bit planned?
It didn't look planned. They were booting him in his head and that.
Yeah.
I think like maybe because they walked in and people were like, well, why did they not have to show their memberships or nothing? They kind of just like walked in and the women at reception just let them in. People reckon like the women at receptions probably called them. Or like someone, it's all like they've set it up for him to get robbed.
If you're a woman at reception, you're not going to try stop 3 big guys coming in.
No, that's true as well.
Like, you got to look at it from her perspective.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. But she didn't even like question, like, where's your gym memberships? They just walked straight through.
Well, you never know. They might have been regulars, you know what I mean?
True.
You
They
never know
been.
that.
Yeah,
you don't know the whole
true,
situation, but it did look like they were there to hurt.
They were there to hurt.
Like, stamping him down and that.
Booting him in his head.
He's an idiot.
But yeah, why are you training at a public gym, man?
Why are you not having one at your house?
Where's his security? He's always normally with security. This is why it's like a little bit weird.
Do you remember when he apparently turned up to Overlock and he told everyone he was by himself, but he had a police escort and like 30 man?
He's kind of brought it on himself, though,
He
isn't
is
he?
funny,
Like,
but he is
massively brought it on himself.
Callum's boy.
Like, you could have
He
just...
sells himself, doesn't he?
Yeah. But it's a good way to get famous quickly, but it's a good way to also have, like, people wanting to genuinely kill you. Yeah. So it's kind of like...
Especially with that snitch title that he's got as well. Like, a lot of people want to...
You see it now with Colby Covington. He threatened... You know John Anik? The guy who does commentary. He threatened his, like, family and that. Said that he doesn't live that far from him. He'll come there and do something to him and something to do with his family and that. So all these MMA fighters are now like, wait till we see, we're going to fuck you up. Like, we're going to fuck you up. We're in, like, no ring. Like, when it's on site. Bare of them.
And Masvidal was...
and then someone was like, this is why you got slapped by Masvidal outside, because he is allegedly got slapped by Masvidal outside because you run your mouth too much. Like, so, to some people, it doesn't end in the cage, innit? When you're talking about their family or their kids and stuff like that. And then you get slapped for that.
I don't
like, it is a character.
I don't like Colby.
Like, it might be a character, but it's like, you got to be careful. Like, remember, these are still fighters. Like, these people have come up rough, like, streets. They're not...
They're street people that are fighters.
Yeah, they're not like...
aren't street people. Some people just won't take the disrespect to their family.
No, 100%. But, like, you play them sort of characters and you got to be prepared for the repercussions.
Like, look at Khabib and Conor. Like...
that was personal.
And he, like, if you watch interviews with Khabib, like, that guy's a down to earth guy. You know what I mean?
If that was in a street, and no one else was there, Khabib weren't letting go.
Nah,
he was not like, even with, like, he's tapping.
He weren't.
Connor's tapping. He's still holding him. Like,
he did not want to.
He would not have let go if no one was there. Like,
and then he just jumped over the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, you do have to be careful.
That whole sequence is pretty funny though, because I see McGregor talking about it. You know when Khabib's brother comes over and he like misses Conor, and then Conor just hits him on the chin.
Yeah,
straight.
And Conor still looked fucked after, didn't he? He's all just like mashed, and he was just like throwing back. Yeah, that was personal. Like the fact, I don't know if we're deep in it. Like, Donnie's jumped in the cage and started fighting Conor McGregor. Started putting hands on him.
Khabib's going through his corner. How mad is that?
Like, that's they've run from the crowd, jumped into the cage, and started punching up a fighter who's just had a fight
and lost. And lost. Like he's won. He's lost.
That is mad.
That's the emotion, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is mad. Them Russians are on. They're on job.
Colby does do my nine.
Yeah, Colby. So he's that's another one. But you got to be careful when you play that bad guy character, man, because it could catch up to you.
Well, you say that, but Dana White's in his corner, isn't he?
Yeah, but even like Dana White speak
corner.
about him though, saying about the Masvidal thing.
Yeah, but then do you know what it is? Like I said, I was watching a few bits of the UFC.
You got to be careful.
How has he got a title shot? I've just deep. He shouldn't be getting another title.
He's actually
shot.
getting one.
Well, that's what Dana White said. Leon Edwards' next fight is Colby.
I think we'll have to see what the Masvidal result is. I think if Masvidal goes out there and starches Gilbert Burns, I think it makes more sense and it's going to make more money for it to be Masvidal Edwards.
And Masvidal's coming to the latter of his
just because of the storyline behind
he's
it.
38, you know.
Makes more sense. It makes more sense for Masvidal because there's a storyline.
Hear that? He's 38.
Yeah. It'll be his last. It'll be his last title run.
Masvidal.
Yeah, his tour. I watched his Rogan.
It's his last title run. But we'll touch on banks collapsing, crypto rising.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley went down. Everyone started taking all their
Actually
money.
shut down as well.
Yeah, it shut down.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I see something like 90% of the people in there have over £1 million like
Oh my god.
in their accounts there, but they could only offer them 250k as like
Insurance, like insurance.
Yeah, 90%
yeah, like the
of the
government
people.
like out with them a bit.
Ross.
But that's what
Yeah.
they're saying. This is where you start to see it. It's a collapse of banks. Like when you start seeing banks, you're noticing it now. Like you're starting to hear a new story. You're gonna start hearing a new story every day about someone going under. Like when we were working, Jarvis going under. Like you're gonna start seeing companies just tumble. It's domino effect. It happens so slow.
It's so mad,
and it
that
gets just
your money's not even safe. Like you're always grown up to think
your money's
Bank
safe.
is
bank is
where
like
you
safe.
need to
Your
keep
money's
your
safe.
money, yeah.
Because when I searched up, obviously when Jacob and Callum come on and they said about 15 grand, I don't know if they were talking about specific banks, but when I searched up, all like NatWest and the big time banks, they offer you £85,000 insurance. £85,000 not a lot.
No, it's
If
not.
you've just sold a house and you've got 250 grand in your account, and then that bank collapses, that's mental, man.
And you know what the maddest
May as well
thing.
make 10 bank accounts and
Yeah,
put
spread it,
85,000 in them all.
Yeah,
you're better off. You're better off spreading your money around like that.
Then go into foreign countries as well.
That's why they say have more banks.
Yeah.
For that
I-
exact
I
Is that what they
reason.
say?
Yeah, have
Yeah.
more banks. Yeah.
I only have one, man. I ain't got
a
obviously.
Barclays and a Nationwide.
All my money's in crypto. But it's actually mad. Like people generally think that's a safe haven. Like you're like we
banks?
said, we're grown up to think it's a safe haven. Yeah, you generally think no, like my money's safe here. Like
I think
I'm
it's our
safe.
generation that thinks that because my dad and my nan and that
They're with the cash.
they think cash is king.
Cash is king.
Gold
that
is
saying's so funny,
Cash is
man.
dying.
Gold is king.
Cash
man.
is dying,
So,
man.
But it's because we've just grown up that way, I suppose. Because it's
No, but
digital, it's more
it's
convenient for
logical
us.
though,
I don't
like-
even like touching having cash.
Like it's everything's against us really in general, and with banks. Like if the banks collapse, we lose our money. They only want you to keep getting paid into your bank so they can check your taxes.
Yeah, but it's not even that. Like we lose money from inflation. So it's like people, you can have all this cash in that, but they think that cash is still worth the same. And
No,
it's
it's
not.
not, yeah.
That saying cash can't buy you the same that value of things what it was last year. That's what people just don't understand. And some people, they really can't understand it, and they don't. It's
Yeah,
not
but
even
it
that.
wouldn't
Some
make a
people don't want
difference
it.
though if
Nah,
you had it, if you got
wouldn't,
it cash or you got it in your bank.
Yeah.
It's still losing money to inflation,
Yeah.
regardless.
But
That's why you actually literally need to learn to make more money.
Yeah, you
need
have to.
You need
You
to
have to.
find another revenue or think of something else that can make you more money. Because like you,
or just
you're-
at least
you're-
put it in something that's
you're on
going
a
to beat the
losing
inflation
game.
rate as well.
Yeah, or something that can. Oh, yeah. But again, like if you go down that hole, like just try like better yourself. But
well,
even like people buying houses, I don't think people deep it when they buy a house. Like you're literally like some people, yeah, their dream is just buying a house, and like buying a house is an asset, and some people don't even realize like when they're buying a house, that's an asset. Like, do you really
you mean
know
a
what
liability?
an asset. Like, do you really know what you're buying? Like, if you were like going to make money, because a lot of people just buy it and then that's it. Like, oh, let me just buy a new build because that's just a new build house. But it's like, it's not really worth your money.
Do you mean liability? Then?
you didn't
Yeah, it's a
even-
liability.
Saying you're
yeah.
buying an asset.
Yeah, because it's an asset, isn't it? Buying a house is an asset to like you can because you're sitting on money.
Yeah, but then
technically, but people don't understand that. In that fact, they just buy a house to buy a house. I'm saying, do you like thoroughly think it through before you actually buy a house? Or like, is this actually like when I buy this house, is it going to make me a little bit of money? Can I release the equity off it? Can I refinance it, etc.?
But going back to like we said there, like, even if you bought a house and you've got a mortgage from a bank, and the bank's collapse, the first thing they're gonna do is like not give you that money. So now and take that house back.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Tate always says, isn't it? Like, that's why he don't get into property personally because he's like banks do banks on your
then
property.
with like a cost of living thing, yeah, like say if somebody has saved like some money together, yeah, and like people our age especially, and they want to move out of their parental home, yeah, let's say with a girlfriend or a friend or something. If they're paying rent though, it's normally like double what they're paying if they're paying for a mortgage. You know what I mean? So that's what I think some people also look at that situation as well, and it's like,
oh yeah, no, rent's only rent. Yeah, this is where like rent. I think rent's only shit if you're just straight out renting and you're not doing anything else with your money. Then
it's probably a waste of money.
Yeah, it can be a waste of money. But then again, like you got to look at like the things like if things go wrong or anything goes wrong, you ain't got to pay for shit either.
and you know what else is crazy to do?
So it's not that crazy because everyone rents a car.
Yeah,
I just think it's because people look at it as you're paying double the amount.
yeah.
Because a mortgage is probably like 600 to 800 a month.
Yeah, but then also like
whereas a rent's like 12 to 14. Let's say if we're talking about just a 3-bed, it's probably going to be 12 to 14, where a mortgage is going to be like 6 to 8.
Yeah, but like you're looking to pay off fucking nearly to the time you're dead.
Yeah.
So it's like
But then if you're renting,
it depends what your time horizon is.
Depends what you're thinking in that situation, because let's say it all depends on the person, really.
It does.
Like you said,
it does.
If you're renting and you're paying that money, but your money's right and you're doing other things with your money, but if you're doing the same thing and buying a house, but your money's good and you're investing and doing other stuff,
yeah,
like you might be able to pay off your mortgage.
Yeah,
like
you'll be better off.
Yeah, you know
if you ain't really got a
dependent.
Scooby and you're like just like like I'm living like you probably would be better off trying to save money and getting that, but because there's like a stigma around rent, isn't it? Like, oh, it's such a bad thing. Like you rent, and like, it's not because like we rent cars.
No,
it's actually
not
pretty
at all.
normal. And actually, renting's on the rise. Like it's actually getting it's quite normal in America. It's actually pretty big.
Yeah, I think it's much bigger
Everyone,
in America.
like, everyone rents. No, I don't even.
Also, a lot of people as well, like their credit scores might not be able to get them.
You know what? Credit
mortgage,
score's
yeah.
a cunt. It's a cunt. Credit score. Like what you got to do to get your score up. Like
Being on the electoral, how does that?
electoral
It is a
roll.
scam.
Like,
Their credit score's a bit of a scam.
They
isn't it?
want like when I was doing this like I think LOQ box thing. So I signed up to it, and then you save like X amount a month, and then you have to pay a membership fee that's a £5, and then you have to pay like another fee that's like £2.50 a month. It's like, so I'm paying a fee while saving my money, and then this determines that I get a better score. What the fuck? Like it's
You're
like,
basically just paying to get a better score.
I'm basically paying, to get a better. I'm like, this is so.
Do you know where it
corrupt and
don't make
stupid.
sense as well? Like somebody might be renting and paying £1,200 a month for like the last 5 years. Their credit score, but their credit score might be down because they had to focus on their rent and get that paid. But they can't get a mortgage that would be half the price because maybe they missed the direct debit for their phone bill or something. But they've been paying £1,200 a month when the mortgage is only £600. It don't make sense, does it? Really?
This is when you like if you.
It's all to do with the
You gotta be
banks,
logic, innit? When you actually deep it and think about it, you actually like this is some stupid shit.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Like I was paying I don't even use my credit card no more because my credit score just stopped going up because I was paying it off all the time, but not paying them no money. So not letting it roll over, and they want you to pay them money for your credit score.
That's how when you get charged by them, that's when your credit score goes up. They want you to be in debt.
They want you also to like when you're at that situation, they want you to up your credit score by like double or something. And
Yeah.
I don't even need it in my credit card, so I just got rid of it.
Yeah,
But now
maybe that's probably
my
why
credit
the rich
score has gone down.
That's why the
though
rich
since that.
use debt to make money, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They want you to use debt. They want you to use that money.
yeah,
But
100%. But now we're on to the second from best segment of the week. I think it might be the best. I think it might be pushing for the best, and it's to divide the nation.
Nations, great nations.
Divide the great nations. United Kingdom. I've got one here. It's a weird one because I was speaking about it yesterday, and it's about dinosaurs. It's about dinosaurs. And what's your opinions on dinosaurs? Do you think dinosaurs are the real deal, or do you think it's fake?
Because
something
was
to me,
telling
yeah.
that the other day, and I was like, shut
You
up.
flipped that one on me because I weren't
Have
expecting.
you ever
that
been
question
to
to
the
be that.
Natural History Museum?
But that's what I've been there, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm buying that though.
There's bones. Like we found bones.
Well, do you know?
It's like having like I don't think like go see elephants. Yeah, and then you're actually like
Elephants are big, but
and then
I'm
you actually
saying some of
start
these.
to realize actually, right, there was probably some big things on this planet like a while back because like elephants and giraffes are big. I know they're not like meat eaters, but when you actually can like look at them and think, Oh Jesus! There must have been one day something bigger than this.
The woolly mammoth's coming back as well, boy.
Oh yeah, the woolly
2024.
mammoth.
Woolly mammoths coming. So you can't. So you like when someone says that to me, it's just like,
Well, the only evidence I go off is it just doesn't seem
hey mate.
realistic. I don't know if that's because the way they've depicted them in films,
Why not?
and stuff. I don't know. I just look at it and think it just
Maybe-
feels like a fix to me.
Yeah,
like,
but
it
maybe
doesn't
it's
feel.
'cause how they've depicted.
Mate,
it,
I think
though.
it is how they've
It's like-
depicted
It's
it.
like when you look at space things.
Yeah,
and, like, they make
yeah.
up like no one. That's not.
I think when
really
you start
how it
watching
is.
Jurassic
most
World
of them
and
were
that.
carnivores anyway.
Yeah,
The animals,
The dinosaurs.
yeah,
but crocodiles, they're
no,
just
they're
irrelevant.
yeah.
Yeah, they're descendants.
And
aren't
like
they?
if you, I've never seen a crocodile face, but I know that the alligators and stuff like in America are massive.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Massive.
It is
And
true.
they're saying there definitely was something bigger. They're saying that in the Congo they found like 40-foot snakes and stuff like that.
Bro,
Yeah.
you seen the
Like,
anaconda? Like some of the
yeah.
anacondas in the Congo are massive.
Yeah.
They reckon there's some out there like ones like that thick, like
And like 40
Girth.
foot long as well.
girth. Swallow a man up.
Big
Imagine
girth.
how quick they
Big
could move.
girth.
Bro.
Burgers.
Craziness.
That is true.
Huh?
Yeah, but I want to hear
And
people.
then you got to look at the ocean as well, man. Look at how big some of these whales are.
Bro,
There's definitely got to be land.
Well, what's what they called? Oh, you know what I'm saying. You think I know what I'm saying?
He's
No,
looking
you
at
don't
you.
know
I
what I'm
don't know
saying.
what
He's
you're
looking
saying.
at me like,
Killer whales. You
No,
talking about whales?
Blue whales.
Loch Ness monster.
Now you can eat them, man. The calamari, squid.
Squid.
Some
Oh,
of the
yeah,
squid
true.
can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
massive.
Yeah, true.
70 foot and that.
True,
Did you
true,
see
that
the
is true.
The one
70
Joe
foot?
Rogan
Yeah.
did his thing with the one under the oil rig.
Yeah. No, that is
Bro,
true.
was Scary.
There is some beasts down. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, do you know what? Maybe.
But I do think they were. A
You
thing,
you think dinosaurs are
for
real?
sure,
Yeah, 100%. You.
Yeah, that's the word.
I think it's the way they've depicted
Norms.
them, maybe for me. Like I
Normal.
watched that movie the other day as well. You know, the 65 years, and I see that T-Rex, and I was like, was this real though? Like, was this actually real?
Yeah, but that's
were
not
these
even some of
T-Rexes
like
real?
the cats and that have gone like saber-toothed lions and stuff like that. They've actually found them. Like,
Oh,
preserved
they're planning on
ones.
bringing them back as well. That
Yeah.
forest.
Why are they going to bring all these?
Oh, yeah, that's where I heard it
these
from.
things
It's
When you
back?
something-
told me watch it. and I
Yeah,
watched
something
it.
to do with
The woolly mammoth's carbon dioxide.
yeah, something to do
They-
with
It
yeah.
neutralizes it.
Does it?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. But
There are reasons they're bringing certain things back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually helps the earth. Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I don't know if I want all these saber-tooth lions
I don't know
running
about
around.
that. They
and
actually bring that back for real.
Th-
I
would
thought
they-
they just mentioned it. I don't think they're bringing
I'm pretty
it back.
sure they said like.
Because Rogan was like, shit, if they bring that back,
Oh yeah, maybe,
savage. You know what I mean? Like, why do we really
Do
realistically
we
need that?
Do we need saber-tooth lions roaming around? We got Boris Johnson. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I want to hear people's opinions on that one. I want to see all the people out there. I want a group of the people who don't believe in dinosaurs to comment on it, because I want to know some reasons why you don't believe in them. Give me some good juicy reasons. Because again, it's another thing, you try to search on it on the internet, it don't really come up nothing about it. Not, but I know there's a small group of people out there that definitely believe it's not real.
There's
What
a
about this
certain
one?
group of people out there for everything that don't believe it.
Yeah, them little hermits.
I need them hermits. I need them
Them
hermits.
little hermits under the rock.
And there's one or two lurking around us as well. You know. That they just
What do
don't
you
wanna
think
put their-
about death? Okay, like what do you think? Do you believe in you go somewhere after?
Death.
Do you know what I was thinking? Yeah, I was thinking like, when we die, do we wake up again? And we're just like, oh, that was a dream.
Some people do.
And then we're like,
Well,
and
no.
then we die in that life, and then we wake up again.
as
we're
a
like,
baby
oh, right, that's
coming
a
out of
dream.
a womb.
Yeah,
That's
or
why
something
you're
like-
crying apparently when you come out.
Why?
Some people believe that because you just died.
And you come out again as another
Yeah,
life.
you're crying as a baby.
So you just keep
Reborn.
reliving.
There is
Jesus
mad
moving the
stories of
rock.
people like
The boulder.
reciting stuff that happened like hundreds of years.
Yeah, there is a
ago.
lot of them things.
But
yeah,
then
But
I don't know.
come from a man. Man shall not pass.
We will never know.
yeah, we won't. That's why it is a hard.
I know.
one.
That's why I struggle to believe books though, because it's like come from a man. I know them man
We need
were
to
on
ask
mad
Christian
stories.
Eriksen.
They got the maddest story times. Them books there, crazy story times.
It's a weird one.
Bed night sleepers. You know what I mean? They were just writing for days, telling stories, and it's like it's hard to believe what was actually true.
Oh, that's
Because-
another reason why they're saying about the dinosaurs as well. People don't believe in them because they're not in the Bible. They're never spoken
is
about in the
before
Bible.
the Bible, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and they're not spoken about in the Bible. Did
How
they
would
not?
they know?
But were they not finding no bones back then?
Yeah,
And
but
that,
how
like when the
would they
Egyptians were around, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
but
they're
I
not
think
finding
They
nothing.
might,
but I
they
think-
might have had their own dinosaurs to bring them
Yeah.
blocks in for them pyramids.
Yeah,
boy.
true. They had T-Rex.
Dinosaurs are way before that.
Yeah, dinosaurs are way
dinosaurs
before
are
that.
like way like
but I'm
before
saying,
Ice
were they
Age
not
and that.
finding nothing then about them? Like,
Yeah, but I think
maybe they
that-
weren't calling them dinosaurs.
Yeah, but
though.
I think the Bible was more like cultism, so it weren't like probably concentrated on like telling like every day to day findings and stuff like. It was more like you need to follow this way of living because this is the way. NLP, you know what I mean? It's like that is the way of how to live. So that was like their way of gathering people
We need
up.
to ask Callum how his breakthrough went. I want to know that.
Yeah,
yeah, this breakthrough. I did speak to thingy. I had a consultation.
Oh, did
It was
you?
good, pretty good. It was, yeah.
See, the more
For me, though, I think I understand me. I just wanted to gather a little bit, like,
see with
in
that, yeah,
depth.
like I do believe in it, but then I was thinking to myself, like, will it work on everyone? And what's the guarantee it doesn't work on you and you pay that money?
I think it's more for people who are like very, very lost within themselves.
No.
So they just need something to like.
No, not necessarily.
Push them on
But I
the-
just
on the
still
right
think,
path,
how
I
will
dunno.
it work for everyone? Like, how is it? Like, and you're like, is there any guarantee that like?
well, no, that's why you have the consultation. Because, like I said, like, you're either going to hook someone or you're not going to hook someone.
Yeah, but still, that still doesn't depend whether it will work or not.
I don't know. Yeah, but I think it's something. I think it's more of like, if you think that sort of way, if it's gonna
Yeah,
work,
you're
I feel
more
like you're
inclined-
like
yeah,
probably
no, I
more
do-
inclined
yeah,
to like
fair enough.
It
accept
lifting
it.
a weight off your shoulder in some
Yeah.
sort of way, whether we
Yeah.
think it is real or it's not real.
Yeah, for me, it was like it's a hard one. So obviously, I probably understand myself. Like, so it's like I don't know. It was definitely a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. It's something to look into though.
Yeah, no,
Something
well,
people could look into.
definitely gauge.
But I
it
think
as
a lot of people just don't understand themselves.
and the way you
Their
explained it with
strengths, their weaknesses.
your unconscious mind and stuff, it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and like I said, when we are born, like you're receptible to so many things, like your surroundings, everything. Like that's gonna determine to how you're brought up. Like you said, them first 7 years are crucial for your life. The first 10 is crucial on how you can think. But then obviously after that, when you get a little bit older and you might grow wiser, you start to realize, oh, I don't like this about myself. I need to start changing this. I need to start doing it. Where some people don't even look at themselves and they just carry on, which is at least each to their own. But for me, like I think if you want to grow wise and old and strong, you need to break yourself. That makes sense. Unlearn some of the things you already know. Get better, gain more perspective on things, ask questions. That's why it's actually pretty good doing the pod. You get to see loads of different people's perspective on life, loads of different life stories, and then you can actually say, oh, this was not right, this was wrong. Because none of us are right or wrong, are we? It's just
Yeah, no, for
it's
sure.
gaining life. So
Next,
And it's that time. The segment everyone forgets about, but it's the segment everyone also loves. It's the segment about reflection. You can sit back and reflect what went well and what didn't go well. Whether it's something good that happened, something could be anything that happened. And it's the moment of the week. So who wants to kick it off?
you can start.
I'll kick it off.
go ahead.
Here you go. No, you're gonna go. I always ask who's gonna kick off. He's like, mine. Me.
Mine's not. I wouldn't say it's a moment of the week. It's something that I could have done better on.
Yeah.
Or not. I could do better on it. It's like staying in contact with like friends. I struggle to like. It's not a struggle. It's because we're doing a pod, you're doing this, doing that. You get caught up sometimes in a lot of things, but I actually forget. Like I need to go check my friends, like the ones that have been there from day one, and actually like see how they're doing. Because I had a convo with my mate Dylan today, and I was just like, you know what, I actually do need to chill with you more. And like that's one guy that I like. If I go out, like that's one guy I want to bring up with me. So yeah, for me, it's just like stay in contact, like, do things, bond with your mates if they are your true friends. Don't just
That's a good one.
lose
That was a good
contact.
one.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was good. Yeah, that was decent. I'm feeling that. My one's a bit off. It's not really about me. It's about a thing. These new iPhone batteries and these iPhone 14s, man. I'm telling you, yesterday I didn't charge my phone at all. Yesterday I've come out. I was like, we're at Frankie's fight. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a bit. Obviously, we're checking train things because all the trains started getting messed up. And I'm on like, when we're on the way there, I'm on like maybe 15%. I'm thinking, oh, this
on the way there.
On the way there, I was on 15%. I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna get dicey because we're only it's 5 o'clock. I'm on 14%. On the way back, I'm on 5. But the thing held out till like 12 o'clock. So that last 5%, people, when you're on that last 5%, it ain't your last 5%. They've made these batteries bulletproof. So that's my that's my little
on airplane mode.
No, I wasn't on airplane mode. No.
Oh, no,
I left that rogue.
Yeah, that was a strange one.
Yeah, it was a strange one.
That was a strange. So your moment of the week's Apple.
It was a moment. Yeah, it was a moment.
Bill Gates ones.
Yeah,
Big up Bill, man.
he didn't make Apple.
Did he not?
Bill Gates.
Oh, no, Bill
Microsoft.
Gates is Microsoft.
Yeah.
Big up Bill Gates anyway.
Steve Jobs is Apple.
Steve Jobs, mate.
Steve Jobs is dead.
He sold it though, didn't he?
He's dead, right?
Only you know the answer to that. I
I
don't.
don't know. My one though, I don't know. I haven't had really. I don't know. The Frankie fight was one for me. Like just seeing him win again, like always makes me smile when he wins. So I could say that. Yeah.
Oh, but
Fighting at the O2 as well.
Masterclass. I swear, like when I watch him box, I actually thoroughly enjoy him. Like he's a pleasure to watch. Like, he's actually a boxer. Like he can dance. He's swift at turning. He comes with the body shots, and he's upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, swift, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, that's a boxer. That's an entertainer. That's like you could sit there and watch him all day long. That's what I like about boxing. That's boxing to me.
I feel like in them lower weight class they are better.
Yeah, they're just
at that
like-
sort of
I'm
like
with him as well.
they don't look like they get tired, do they? They're kind of just
Guy held it, man.
He had like it was an awkward fight, wasn't it? Like his opponent dropped out the day before. They've got someone in heavier. He done really well, and now he's like, I want to fight on that card on the 14th. So that it's like his work ethic's there. You know what I mean? Like
wants to just get as
non-stop.
many fights
Like he had no.
To be
no
fair
stop
though, that
from the other fight. did he?
that fight like last night was more like a spar though. Really, like you said, you see him go heavier in the sparring, so it's like he peppered that guy.
Yeah, it wasn't the full 6 round.
Nah, it wasn't even full 6
Nah,
round. Like
he
he
done
absolutely just
So he's
backed.
still
Like,
probably
it
got a
was-
lot left in the
Do you know
tank.
what's good for him as well? Like, say he is getting all these fights in quick succession. He is on this 14th card. Like, he's getting good rounds in, like good time in the ring for like somebody that's still coming up in doing the 4s and the 6 rounders as a starter. For when you start getting into them 10 rounders, and he's always been a person like the later the rounds get on, the better he gets. So shout out him.
I think you'll see like. I feel like I don't know if he pressures himself, but I feel like sometimes he pressures himself for getting like
Stoppages.
the stoppages and
Yeah.
that. Like, that's why one thing I like about him. Like he does just stick to his game plan, and he don't need to stress about the stoppages. Like,
But then I think what Tony was saying to us the last fight, wasn't it? He's basically saying he thinks Frankie will come even better when he's fighting somebody that's going to give him a little bit of a challenge. He's good at.
You need someone. Yeah, you
counterpunching
need
and
someone to
stuff like
chuck at you. Yeah, you're fighting journeymen. That's why you're not getting them.
that. And they're just there with their guards.
Yeah, you're not getting it. But the good thing is when he
They
fights
do. They just walk.
Yeah,
They're
they
like
just-
Mexican. They go Mexican style.
Because that
they
guy
throw
tried
one
it.
punch like every 30 seconds, so they don't get like towel thrown in.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
like, stop.
Because that guy tried it. See, Frankie's just so good. He opens him up. You just open him up.
Yeah.
Like you literally open him up, and that's when you know like you're good.
Yeah.
Because that guy's probably a legit journeyman. Let's face facts, innit?
Oh yeah. I
He's
think
fighting again next week.
That's why I think you'll see Reynolds do a lot better when you see someone bring dog to him. Open it up a little bit more, but then maybe when the technical boxing side of things, then that's up for anyone's grabs, isn't it? It depends who's more technical, then, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's when it will become more like an actual boxing match. Because at the minute, like you said, they're all early in their careers, so we're seeing them all at the same.
But Frankie, like, should be he's technical. He's very technical. Like you said, how many amateur fighters? I know we're bringing him up again, but it's like
the way
I watch him. Yeah, well, like, I'm just like, you shouldn't be here. But again, that's his journey. That's just more to his story. So bring up Frankie Storey.
Yeah, no, 100%. People, we got guests for you next week. 100% guests for you next week. Some big time guests for you next week as well. So that'll be coming out, and then we should be rolling after that back with guests. So you'll see us again only every 3 weeks doing one of these. We'll bring you 2 guests a week, and
2 guests a week or 2 guests a month.
3 guests a month, 1 current events. So put your moments down below. Do you believe in the dinosaur frenzy? Comment down below. Tell us what you actually think about them dinosaurs.
Yeah, tell us your little hermits.
What do you think happens after death?
Yeah, and what do you think happens after death? And subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're old. Subscribe if you're just coming across us. And peace, people.